I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad we weren't crazy alone. You broke a few dishes, I broke a few wishes, but we didn't break any bones. We fought and we lost, we paid the cost of trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad we gave crazy a home. I'm glad you were crazy, I'm glad I was crazy. It helps to be crazy sometimes. We started romantic but ended up frantic to leave the big city behind. We ran to an island 3,000 miles west and lost what was left of our minds. I'm glad you were crazy, I'm glad I was crazy. I'm glad we gave crazy a ride. I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad we were crazy in love. Back to the city where things weren't as pretty, and we spent a year breaking up. I gave up my rescue, you rescued yourself. I didn't know you were so tough. I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad crazy wasn't enough. I'm glad I was crazy, I'm glad you were crazy. I'm glad we're not crazy tonight. Your face on a screen, 40 years in between. We barely remember the fights. We had to be crazy to do what we did. We had to go wrong to go right. I'm glad I was crazy, I'm glad you were crazy, or we would not be here tonight. I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad we weren't crazy alone. You broke a few dishes, I broke a few wishes, but we didn't break any bones. We fought and we lost, we paid the cost of trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I'm glad we were crazy when we were both crazy. I'm glad we left crazy alone. I'm glad we were crazy.